Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this past week's trades in the weekly recap. Before I get into the recap, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section of social media accounts. Also, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've done so already. I did finish this past week with 16 wins and 2 losses for a win rate of 88.89%. Very happy about that. Anytime I can get over 85% for the week, I'm very happy about that. So the past month or two, I'd say month, maybe 2 months, it's been very tricky. The market's been very choppy and chasey and trappy. It's just been very hard to trade. It's just not you. It's just the market is just kind of crazy right now. It probably will be until January when Trump takes office. So with that said, we'll just get right into it. Now, Monday, the 9th, Tradia's room, I said, let's see, SPY puts into 607, and right here you can see it popped up, 607. It's down here at this low. I didn't take puts right away. I should have. I don't know why I waited. 10 o'clock's right there. I should have taken puts, but I didn't. I took the first one I took was Tesla. So let's pull Tesla out. First trade of the day was Tesla on Tuesday the 9th right here. I took it at 942 right when it broke right here. Popped up a little bit, then it finally flushed. I took the Tesla 385 puts at 650, and they went from 650 to 1229, where they went almost 100%, not quite 100%, but definitely got a good play out of that. So that's probably why I didn't play SPY. I was probably still in Tesla at the time. So yeah, I probably should have played SPY too, but I don't usually like playing 2 positions at the same time, especially 2 different positions. Well, I mean, I don't really like playing 2 SPY positions at the same time either. So even though sometimes I'm in like one account, and if it's not doing that well and I still think that it has high confidence of it doing what I think it's gonna do, then I'll either put it in another account, my IRA or challenge or whatever, and play it that way too. I've done it a few times. I think I did it a couple of times this week, or at least one time this week. But anyways, didn't play that. I definitely should have played SPY over Tesla, because those puts right here would have come in, would have skyrocketed. But I played it at 10 o'clock right here. No, 10:10. Okay, this is where I probably got FOMO. Broke lower day. It popped up. Didn't even wait for a green candle. And when it broke new lower day, I just took it. I took the 60-80 puts at 550, and they went from 550 to 1190, which were 100%. So yeah, right there, definitely a good play. Then I took puts at 1144. Right here, 1144, right here. No, right here. I don't know why I took it there. Yeah, I took the 60 puts at 430 right here. I'm not quite sure why I grabbed it up here. I probably should not have grabbed it. So that was a mistake one. That was a loss I didn't need to take. So for some reason I grabbed puts right here. Make sure I get the right day. Yeah, the 9th at 1144. That's 1144 right here. I don't know why I did that. I can see right here why I would have done it here, because you get all the bodies of these candles right here, and I would have taken it right there, but I took it here. I don't know. I don't get that. And I could have taken it here too, because that would have made perfectly sense. But this one right here, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I should have never taken that. So then I took calls at 1251, which is right here. Now I see why I did this. We got over what, 606, I think, is where I took it. I took the 60-70 calls at 390. It dropped a little bit, then it finally popped, and I was able to get out green. So yeah, the calls I had were at 390 and went to 520. So I got a dollar plus move, not much, but I mean, if I played it better, I actually got it right here. But see, the thing is, you don't know which time it's gonna rage. You don't know. I figured it was going to be here because it tried to go and it pulled back a little bit, and then when it came quickly back up to this area of 606 again, I thought for sure we were going to rip through VWAP, but it didn't. It dropped quickly, but then it came back up, and actually it did this what I was expecting right here. So that ended up working out. Got lucky. Then I took puts at 305, which is right here. Okay, I see this is the FU setup right here. I probably took it probably under 604.80 or maybe 604.70, right in that area somewhere. I took the 60-55 puts at 350. And then went from 350 to 440. So I get a little bit of a play of that. Nothing too spectacular. Then on, let's see. Oh, I remember this. Traded his room on the 10th. I said SPY calls over 605.50, which is up here, rounded up to the nearest 50 cents. First trade of the day was 951, which was right. I took puts. I don't know why. 951 right here. I took puts right when it went underneath 604.50. As soon as I got in, it went against me. So I took the 650 puts at 640, and it went against me immediately, and I stopped out at 420. So yeah, didn't quite work out. Then I took calls at 1008, which is up here, right when it broke higher day. I took the 60-65 calls at 520, and they went from 520 to 620, so I got a dollar move out of that. Nothing spectacular. SPY just was all over the place. Then I took puts at 1050, calls at 1059, which is right here when it dropped down to VWAP. I took the 60-60 calls at 570, and then went from 570 to 650. You can see right here, I got a rate at VWAP, then it bounced up because you can see the wick right here, because it opened here, bounced up. This is where I sold into the bounce. Then it dropped more. Then I bought calls again. I was pretty much buying the dip, thinking we were going to stay in range. Then I bought calls at 11:30, which was right here, right at lower day, near lower day. I bought the 60-55 calls at 580. Then it dropped a little more at 11:43. So I added staying, thinking we were going to stay within the range. So I had them initially at 580. I added more at 440, taking the risk that we were going to stay in the range. And my new average was 510. And they went from 510 to 560. Not that great of a play, but it did work out. Then it did stay in the range. It popped. It didn't pop that much, but then it popped right here. Then it just dumped. I really thought it was going to stay in the range because it was looking that way, and then it dumps right there. So then on the 11th, I should have played this, but I didn't think it was going to break the range. Then it just did this, and to me, it just felt like chasing. So I was just like, okay, I just didn't play it. Then on let's see, the 11th. Trading ideas room was SPY puts under 605, which was down here. Major gap up on the inflation data, and usually when we have big gap ups, usually I'm going to emphasize usually, we fade it open because we've been seeing that, and it didn't. It just kept going. So I was not expecting that to happen. So it just kept going and going. I took calls at 1020, which was right here on the pullback. I probably should not have dip bought that because that's a tail candle right there, but I got lucky. Took a lot of chancy trades this week, but yeah, I bought the dip. I bought calls at let's see, I bought calls at 1020. I bought the 60-80 calls at 550. It looks like I added at 1056, which is right here. Okay, so I bought here, added more into the chart because the theta was going. So I added more 350, making my new average 450, and then it finally popped right here. So that ended up being a good play, a little risky, but where was that? 510. No, 450 right there. Sorry, wrong one. But yeah, I got very, very lucky right there. It was flagging. It stayed within the flag, and it stayed above 606.50. So I took the chance on it it staying in the flag, and it was gonna pop. So yeah, the calls went from 450 to 950, so they went 100%. So that ended up being a really, really good play on that. I averaged down twice on this day. Then well, because I'm pretty much buying the dip when SPY is crazy like this. I mean, every red candle, getting bought, getting bought, getting bought, getting bought, getting bought. Then it drops a little bit. Then it gets bought again, drops a little bit, gets bought, then it slams. So, but anyways, I bought calls at 150, which is right 150. Oh, right when it came back, when it dropped down to here. What, the 6085 calls at 650, and it dropped more down to the 20 EMA. I added more 450, making my new average 550. Then it popped up right here because this is the first time it's tested the 20 EMA, which is the blue line, and it popped up. So they went from 550 to 670. So you got a little bit of a dollar play out of that. So SPY is just rips choppy, grinds up slowly, and it just chops, and just how it's been the last couple weeks to a month. So then on the 12th, which is what, Thursday, inflation data again dropped, and it popped back up. But I said to trade ideas room on 12th, I said SPY puts in a 606, which is down here. And first 10-minute candle was I think I took it right under 6. Oh yeah, 606. As soon as it broke 606, I grabbed it. I grabbed the puts. I grabbed the 65 puts at 590. Grabbed it right at open. Took the chance that it was going to break the 606 and dump, and they ended up dumping, and they ended up going from 590 to 980. So that ended up being a good play right there. Then I switched to calls at 1024, which is right here when it broke high a day. I grabbed the 60-70 calls at 680, and they went from 680 to 1160 on that play. In fact, I think I grabbed it up here, because from 680 to 1160, it seems like that's not enough move to get that kind of a move. I think I grabbed it right here over the 606.25, right over the bodies of these candles right here. I think that's where I grabbed it, because that definitely makes more sense. Because those puts went, what, $4? No, calls went $4. What, $4, almost $5. So yeah, I would have had to catch the move down here in order to get that right there. So that definitely makes more sense. Then I took calls again at 1103, which is right here. Get the red candle pulls back, and when it gets over 606.85, that's when I took the calls at 470. I took the 60-80 calls at 470, and then went from 470 to 550. Not quite a dollar play, kind of a weak pop. Then it just gets slammed, so that ends up working out pretty good. then on Friday, trade ideas room, SPY puts at a 605, which is down at this low right here. First 10-minute candle was green. I was not looking at that, but as soon as it broke new low a day, I took puts. I took the 60-70 puts at 680, and then went from 680 to 1480. That ended up being a really, really good play, 100% play right there. Then I took calls again, puts again at 1051, which is right here. I have no idea why I took it. I had a massive, I think I was waiting for a green candle. If I remember correctly, I was waiting for a green candle here and here. Green candles just wouldn't come. Then this got bought back up halfway up. And as soon as I broke new lower day, I can't speak right. New lower day, I took it. I mean, I took it. Yeah, I took it. I took the 60/40 puts at 590, and they went from 590 to 775 right there. I just got sick of waiting for a green candle. Wouldn't I thought it was going to be here. I thought it was here and here. Then it had this nasty candle, but because it wouldn't retrace 50% of the candle, if it was going to break new lower day again, I was going to take it, and that's what I ended up doing. Very, very risky and probably stupid, but it ended up working out pretty good. So then I took calls at 117, which is right here, right when it broke over 604. I grabbed the 60/45 calls at $4, and they went from $4 to, actually, I think I grabbed it. Yeah, I think I grabbed it right up in here, right around 603.50. Because the calls went from $4 to 670. That's where they would have gone to 670. So I got a $2 plus move. I was expecting a pop here because SPY made new low on price, and histogram was making a higher low as it was making new lows. So it was making a bullish divergence right here. So when it popped here. When it popped here, I sold into this. Then when it pulled back, I was able to reload at $4 again. I think they went lower than $4 because I missed it. I tried to get under 4 and it wasn't quite fast enough. But actually, I think this was where I went under $4. I don't remember, but yeah, I got it at 4. I sold it at 6. Well, I don't know what I sold it out, but it went to 670. Then it pulled back to $4 again, either in this candle or this candle, and I reloaded at $4, and it went to 8. So yeah, I think I bought it here, and I sold it, and when it came back down, I reloaded in this candle, and it popped because this time they went from $4 to $8.90 and went 100%. So ended up being a good day. So bullish divergence was on my side, and I played it. So always gotta watch for the divergences, but don't go and jump into things just because you see divergences, because divergences can take a while to play out. But because it was so oversold and we had a bullish divergence right here, I felt pretty confident that we're at least going to get to VWAP, and we did. So that worked out pretty good. Pretty good week considering some probably stupid moves. One of the losses I took, I explained I shouldn't have taken, so I could have avoided that. But I don't know. The 10th, which was the 10th? Was this the 10th? The 11th? Yeah, I don't know. I should have waited for it to meet new lower day. I got too anxious, too impatient, and just took it early. I could have avoided that. So, I mean, what was the other loss? The 1044. Yeah, this was the loss I could have avoided right here on the 9th. Yeah, I could have avoided this loss. I have no idea why I took it here. So both those losses I could have avoided if I was a little more patient, but it is what it is. With that said, that's going to do it for the recap, and thanks for watching.